The get-togethers come like clockwork.
We're women, it's social. It's always social.
Cheryl Rigsby and Bree Sifford
I get bored with the coloring change.
join a group of ladies to make the most of their time.
It's extremely labor intensive.
So it takes like 60 hours to make one mat.
There could be future carpal tunnel in the future of some of these ladies.
Making mats
I get a little tired.
and making amends.
The judge sentenced me to 15 years, and I have currently done 7, almost 7.5 of that time.
All that time at the Ohio Reformatory for Women.
I'll show you how I do it.
Sifford is serving 4 years for faking prescriptions.
This is 2 years today, as a matter of fact.
Everybody has a place that they can help with this process.
Rigsby's time is for forgery and theft.
We're still people that are doing good for other people.
Hopefully, it'll go to a good homeless person.
The free mats are also free of cloth.
I was very amazed to know that you can turn a blanket from a trash bag.
So it's actually called plarn, which is plastic yarn. And it's a technical term. It's actually in knitting books.
It takes like 500 to 700 bags to make one.
Every bag first gets cut into strips.
And I'm attaching them to each other so that it makes one long chain that can be crocheted.
And it's a little harder than with yarn, but you know, it works.
To understand just how well, go north of downtown, over the tracks, into the woods,
Coming in.
to where Tammy Ellig
That's mine.
spends her time.
Some tents have holes in them and they do leak. It can get pretty messy in a tent.
But look behind her. The patchwork of plastic covering this camp protects the little she owns.
Picks up all the mud, so when you go in your tent at night, you don't have to worry about dragging mud in your tent.
You see all the water's coming up out of them, and that's a beautiful thing because if we didn't have these mats, this place would be a swamp. Like I said, they work wonders.
Edward Delco's mats,
Layer,
buried in his bedding,
mat,
mean warmth
layer,
and comfort,
and more mats to go all the way across.
even for the toughest of times.
If I ever get a chance to meet the person or people that make these, I will give them a hug and a handshake and tell them a big thank you to go along with it.
They're pretty awesome.
The mat makers work in the prison's reintegration unit, meant to weave them back into society.
You think people incarcerated, you think homeless, they're the shunned ones.
Cheryl Rigsby can now admit she hurt a community.
The mat represents giving. It's finally taking time to look beyond yourself.
She wants to be remembered, though, for the time she helped another. Mike McCarthy, ABC 6 News.